Hello and welcome to Mcedam's universe of DVD collecting. Today we'll be looking at comedies. Uh, I'm a big fan of comedies. I have a really particular sense of humour, and I think that is reflected in my DVD collection. So let's go and see what we got here. Keith Lemon, the movie. This was a painful watch. Let's just talk about this for a sec. There's a bloody scene. Okay, the story is about him getting money to save his girlfriend, who we know is like a really sweet, very nice character. What does he do? He gets the money, right? What does he do then? He bloody has an affair and gets a dick enlargement with the money. It makes him so unlikable that this has put me off Keith Lemon for like ever. I mean, it's oh my god, I can't stand this movie. Mighty Python and the Holy Grail, one of my all-time favorite movies of all time. It is hilarious. It's really quotable. It's really hilarious. I absolutely love this movie. Then we got the Rush Hour trilogy. I really enjoy the Rush Hour trilogy. I love Jackie Chan, and this is the only film I know Chris Tucker as good because he has done really terrible stuff, but he was really good in these. Can't wait for Rush Hour 4 if they ever make it. Mouse Hunt. This is a movie that I grew up on. As you probably know from my last video, or one of my videos before, I love Lee Evans, and Lee Evans is in this. And it was a really sweet, very heartbreaking story about this cotton wool maker. Right then. The Naked Gun trilogy. I absolutely love the Naked Gun trilogy. It's got some of my favourite quotes. It's got some of my favourite jokes. Movie history. It's absolutely hilarious. I love all three of them. Airplane and Airplane 2. Everybody loves Airplane, and I love Airplane 2. But Airplane 2, I mean. Airplane 2 is mostly not liked by most people, but I find it a little bit funnier than the original, mainly for the fact that it deals with more sci-fi humour, which, me being a big sci-fi nerd and all, it was just a sense to my humour, isn't it? There you go. Hot Shot and Hot Shot Part 2. I love these movies. I freaking love Charlie Sheen in these. They're hilarious, they're weird, they're bizarre, and I just absolutely love them. The superhero movie. I mainly just got this because it's taking the mick out of superhero movies, and I'm a big fan of comic book movies. So I did really enjoy this. I must admit, it's not the funniest work that they've done. The people who made this. It's from the same people who made The Naked Gun as well, as you could probably read from there. But it wasn't as funny as The Naked Gun or the Scary Movie films, or at least the first three. The rest of them scary movies were terrible. Meet the Spartans. I kind of really enjoyed this. I know a lot of people don't like this, but I really enjoyed this. It's taking a mick out of a movie which I couldn't stand. And just to see it being wrecked is hilarious. And, you know, I don't know, I really enjoyed that. Stan Helsing. Not the most well-known film, but I don't know. Some of these, I don't know. Most people hate these movies, but I really enjoy these like slapstick, really weird, mad house humor that these films bring. Bruno and Borat, which I think are overrated as hell. I'm not a big fan of Sarah Barton Collin, whatever his name is. I think his humour just doesn't work at all. It seems like he's just trying to be disgusting for the sake of being disgusting. Not in like a weird, cartoonish way like Stan Helsing, but just sort of just being plain awkward. It doesn't really work for me personally. Zoolander. I love this film. Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller. Love them. Dodgeball, another Ben Stiller classic. Oh my god, his character in this is so hilarious. He's one of my favorite characters in comedy history. I love him. There's something about Mary. People seem to think that this is one of Ben Stiller's best. I personally find it a bit overrated. I gotta be honest. Lee Evans is in it, and Lee Evans' character is funny, especially when you find out the twist about his character. And there are some funny moments, like the zipper at the start. Is it the start? Yeah, I'm sure it's the start. But most of it was just a drag in terms of humor, and it's like there was like one joke every like 10 minutes, and it was just I don't know. I just thought it was slow. Lee Evans, So What Now? The first season and the only season. Most people haven't even heard of this show, and if you haven't, and you really want something really hilarious, you gotta get this. It is hilarious. It's it's Lee Evans' humor. Just put on a show. How can you go wrong? Right down. Here we go. Mrs. Brown's Boy season 2. I really enjoy Mrs. Brown Boys. I know some people love her, and I know some people who hate her, or him, I should say, because yeah, the actor is a guy, isn't he? But I really enjoy Mrs. Brown's Boys. I think the jokes aren't that funny, but her character and the characters that are made in the show are so likable that just me hearing them swear is hilarious, and it was just nice to see, you know. Now I have the Cornetto trilogy with custom DVD covers. Got Shaun of the Dead, which I absolutely love. Hot Fuzz, which is my personal favourite. And At Will's End, which I gotta be honest, I don't know. It was something didn't work for me on that one. Team America: World Police. I freaking love this film. It's really offensive. It's really hilarious, but most people just think it's taking the mick out of terrorism, and if you watch it, that's not true. I mean, it is taking the mick out of certain terrorists and King Johnny Earl, but it's also taking the mick out of America and how much they love themselves. It's absolutely hilarious. If you can get the humour, you would love that film. Transylvania 6500. I don't know why I got this film. I remember wanting to get this DVD specifically, and I don't know why, but I kind of really enjoyed it. It's a really underrated film. It wasn't that funny. It did get it sort of weird for its own plot to the very end, but oh my god, some of the jokes in here really work. It's hilarious. 21 Jump Street. I, like most people, was surprised to find out that this was really good, and even more surprised to find out that it was based off a TV show, which kind of took itself in a more serious tone, and then we got this like parody, and it was hilarious. Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill became one of my favorite duos. They're absolutely hilarious. Four Lions. This is a great dark comedy. If you have a really offensive style of humor, this film is for you. It's hilarious. There's not much to say. I think this is my favorite comedy that I own. The Ballad of Ricky Bobby. I'm not going to pronounce that word, but it was all right. It's not one of my favorite comedies. There are some funny moments in it, like when he thinks he's still in the car crash, when he's in the crash and he's on fire. Some bits are funny. I think some bits kind of like forgot it was supposed to be a comedy. I don't know. It had like this weird like comedy feel to it, but it wasn't. It didn't have like a comedy sort of plot, or at least just to most of it. It was really weird. Balls of Fury. I really like this film. It's one of Christopher Walken's, my personal favorite Christopher Walken role. I love him in this. He's hilarious. Kill Kev. This was a straight to DVD cheap film, which is about Kevin, of course, if you know him from is it the Good Morning Show? I can't remember, but this is the most unfunny, most forgettable film you'll probably ever see. It was dreadful. It was so. It was, oh my god. Twin Town. He was loved when it came out. These days, not so much. I know a few people which despise this movie, but I think it really caught the Welsh humour very well. We don't regret nothing. We'll just do anything just for ourselves. We're a bit greedy, but we do have a sense of heart and a sense of glory. And it was mainly just to show the Welsh people being Welsh and Swansea. And I gotta love it because it's from Swansea. Well, I'm not saying I gotta love it because it's from Swansea, but it shows Swansea in a very realistic light, or at least realistic to us Swanseas. Due date. It was a bit of a rip-off from Hangover. I mean, you can even look at it and you can just see it. Robert Downey Jr.'s role in this, he's a bit of an asshole in this, like an unlikable asshole. But, I don't know. It was really funny, though. He does some stuff which is unforgivable, like punching a kid, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not even done in a funny way, sort of. But some bits you're like, whoa, why you just an asshole in this? You don't belong. Why should you have a happy ending at the end? And it doesn't really give you like a great reason for him being happy at the end. But I don't know, I really did enjoy this film. My only problem is that Robert Downey Jr.'s character was a bit too unlikable. Little Britain comedy release special. I really love Little Britain, but for some reason this is the only DVD I have. There's a hilarious interview with Elton John, which is hilarious. Then we got the Johnny English movies. I got the first one, which everyone loves and I love, and yeah. And Johnny English Reborn. Lots of people say this is funny in that stupid kind of way, like it's a really stupid film and that's why people love it. But I actually really found it like actually funny. Some bits made me laugh my arse off more than the first one, and I don't know, I just thought it was really funny, that's all. Now we got the Mr. Bean's 20th anniversary collection. I got volumes 1 and volume 2. I absolutely love Mr. Bean. He's one of my favourite characters in fiction. He is hilarious. He's so likable, and he's so, you just feel sorry for him that all these bad things happen to him, but he's so hilarious at what he does, and he's so likable, and he's so active in his movements that you just can't help but laugh. And the Marvins. It's actually more of a sweet story than it is a comedy. And, of course, it's got Lee Evans, which I'm a bit biased for, and everybody knows this. So I can't help but love this movie. But if it's a generally good movie, I'm not quite sure. It's about basically him trying to take over his own life. Sometimes that means breaking the law, and sometimes that means stealing somebody's holiday. Yeah, that's kind of hilarious idea for you right there. I don't know if this is loved or hate, but I personally love it. Okay, and that's my comedy collection. I hope that you enjoy, and I'll see you around soon. Bye.